our magic circle. I know some of you probably haven't used this before because I know some people I didn't teach in class before, so thank you for purchasing one. We're going to use this magic circle just to get a deeper connection. It really helps with some moves. It makes some moves a bit more challenging. It can aid a stretch, so we're going to be working quite a lot in different ways with this. But first of all, I'd like you just to get the correct leg alignment that I'd like. So I'm going to ask you to start with your feet together in a parallel position, so the knuckles of the big toes are together. And then what I'm going to do, I'm going to ask you to spin both thigh bones outwards a little bit, so your toes face out, and it's only a small amount. We're not forcing ourselves into a first position. What I'm hoping that you feel by just spiraling the leg bone out a little bit, you've got this strong connection through the inner thighs. I feel my outer thighs working, my bottom and my pelvic floor. So I want you to feel that connection, heels together, toes out, and then we're going to take our magic circle in front of us. Now, first of all, I just want you to feel, give the circle a squeeze. It doesn't change shape that much. I don't want it to change shape that much. And then just pull it open with your thumbs. Okay, so as you squeeze the circle, you're not forcing anything, but feel how the front of the body connects. And then as you pull the circle open with your thumbs, do you feel how your shoulders almost widen a little bit? So just give it a squeeze. So think about now, as you pull it open, we often pull it open when we're in a rolling move because that opens out the back of the spine. So remember, we're not squeezing it too much. So let us start with our circle down by our legs. Our thighs are spun outwards. I'd like you, please, to breathe in, pull your circle open. Don't lift it so high that your ribcage pops out. And then exhale, we squeeze it as we lower it down. We've got 5 more, please. We inhale, lift and draw the circle open with our thumbs. And then exhale, you lower it. You have energy coming through the tips of your fingers. And 4, please. Just watch the rib cage is not flaring. And squeeze and lower. And 3, just waking up the shoulders and the chest. Are we still feeling that strong inner thigh connection? And 2, please, lifting up, pulling it open. Try not to grip your fingers. Squeeze as you lower. Last time, please, I lift up, reaching to the ceiling, and I lower down. And then what I'm going to ask you to do is take your circle onto the outside of your left leg or right leg if you're mirroring me. So we've still got this turn out at our legs. I just want you, please, to press down on your circle and release a little. And press down on your circle and release a little. So don't let it just pop out. Take your time with the release. And we've got 3. I feel like my magic circle is creeping down my leg. I'm going to lift it a bit. And 2. And 1. And we release. Now, the other leg, the one that doesn't have a magic circle on it, just reach the leg in front. Your toes are still facing out. Your leg is at a hover. I need to put my arm out for some balance. And we press for 3 and release slowly. Press for 2, slow release. Press for 1, release it. Just spin the leg out to the side a bit. Now lift a bit taller through your breastbone. And we press 3. And press 2, and press 1. Sweep the leg behind. For me, I have to take the other arm in front as a counterbalance, and we press 3. Oh, I'm wobbly. And 2, and 1. Sweep the leg through, bring it in front, take your arm wherever it works for you, and we go for 3. Oh, the wobble. And 2. So my standing leg, I can feel it's working hard. Last one. Sweep the leg out to the side. Last set here. 3 and 2. Do you feel that other leg working? And 1. Take the arm forwards if that works for you as your leg goes behind. We'll find your balance, Louisa. 3 and 2 and 1. Bring that leg forwards. Come back to your starting position. Take the magic circle onto your other leg. So I don't know about you, I really feel that in my calf and my foot and ankle working hard to stabilise. So first of all, both feet down, just press here for 6 and release. Make sure your circle's in a good position. 5, it's not pinging out. 4, for me, almost that's the hardest bit to slowly let the circle go out. 3, 2, and 1. Sweep your leg in front, still spinning your thigh bone outwards. Press 3, and 2, and 1. Take it to the side, and 3. Is it easier this side? Is it more challenging? Listening to our body. Last one here. Sweep the leg behind, take your arm wherever works for you. Press 3, and 2, and 1. Bring it forwards, last set. Spin that thigh bone outwards. For me, I'm having to really look at something that's not moving here. And out, and 3, and 2, and 1. Last time, sweep the leg behind. It's still in a turn out. 3 presses. And 1. Bring the leg forwards to your starting position, and we are going to take our magic circle with both hands. Actually, we're going to go for some squats now. So I want you facing forwards because we're going to be twisting into a lunge. But for now, we're going to work on those squats. So let's have our feet parallel. They might turn out a little bit, but wherever your feet are going, make sure your knees are going the same direction. I'm going to start with my magic circle into my chest. I'm going to take a deep breath in, and as I exhale, go into my squat. I press my circle, and then I inhale, pull it in with my thumbs and lift. And we've got 9, squeeze. Pull it open and lift. Feel that connection it gives you. And 8, remember you're not squeezing the life out of it. Lifting strong. 7, press the bottom back. Where are your knees going? Are you just checking in on them? Check that the knees are going over the toes. Pull it open to lift. We've got 4. So think again about not gripping the magic circle, energy through the toes, the fingers, and lift. And 2, coming up controlled, we're going to hold it down on this last one, so you decide how low you go. Take it down, and we pulse the bum up and down as you squeeze and release the circle. Let's go 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, pull it open, and you pivot on your feet, and we're going to go for our lunges, please. So make sure both sets of toes are facing forwards. I have got a long stance as well. I'm going to lunge and squeeze. I'm going to pull it open and lift. And we've got 9. Take your time, think about the breath. Remember, you're not squeezing that circle too much. We need to save some energy. We're only about 6 minutes into the class. Can I have 6? That back knee doesn't come down for a rest. It lowers as low as you feel happy, feeling that stretch through the quad and through the hip. We've got 3. Pull it open. And 2. And lift. You know, we're going to pulse down here. Come on down. Squeeze and pulse your arms as you pulse the leg. We go 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Stand up, pull it in. Come back to the squat position, and then just turn the other way. Ooh, find your balance, Louisa. It's always trickier for me with my left leg behind. I'm pulling it into my chest, and then I lunge down and squeeze. Pull open to lift. So if, like me, you find it trickier with your left leg behind, look at something on the wall that's not wobbling. Look at something very still and bring your focus to it. And I always find that helps my balance. Don't let that knee rest down. We've got 4. Can you pull it all the way into your chest? And 3. Pull it in to lift you. 2, I might have just done. I think I might be speeding up because it's my more challenging side. Don't speed up like me. Let's pulse, pulse. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come up. Oh, give those legs a bit of a shake out. And what we're going to do, we're actually going to come and sit on our mat. So I'm going to stand with the mat behind me, crossing my ankles. I am going to squeeze my circle and lower myself down to the mat. Oh, and lay down for a moment for me, please. So just take your magic circle to one side, have it handy. Let's just have our arms out by our sides, palms facing up to the ceiling. And let's just bring our focus to our breath, please. You can hear me panting probably. Slow the breath down, breathing in through your nose and exhaling through your mouth. And as you breathe in, feel the expansion of the rib cage. And as you exhale, feel the ribs draw in. And when you're ready, just draw your knees into your chest and rock yourself a couple of times. And we come up to a seated position. So we're going to work on some roll-ups with my magic circle, knees bent, feet on the floor. I would like you, please, to take a deep breath in, and as you exhale, pull the circle open and give me a bit of a roll down. Feel how that opens out the shoulders. And then we're going to come on up and squeeze. And then you pull it open and lift, and you squeeze it and lower. You pull it open and give me a bit of a roll down. You squeeze it to connect you as you lift. Pull the circle open at the top, ribcage not flaring. Squeeze and lower to chest height. Pull it open, tuck your pelvis under you. Squeeze to lift. Pull open to lift all the way to the ceiling. Squeeze and lower. We're going to hold it down this time. Take it down, pulling your circle open. Now just press the lower back into the waistband of your trousers and squeeze your circle. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come down a vertebra and squeeze for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come down one more vertebra, tuck your pelvis under you. Squeeze 3, 5, 4, I can't count. 3, 2, 1. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, squeeze your circle to lift you. Lift it up to the ceiling. And then we're going to change the move. We're going to add some rotation. So the circle is in front of you like a steering wheel. I want you to pull the circle open and twist to the right. You're going to roll down on the right hand side of the spine and then squeeze and lift. And through center. Turn to the left, looking through the circle. Pull it open. Just come down on the left hand side of your spine. Squeeze it to connect you and lift. And come through center to the right. Pull it open. Roll down just about the tip of the shoulder blade. Are you still looking through that circle? Squeeze and lift, still facing to the right. And center and left. Come on down, pulling it open. We know that now. We're going to add to this in a moment. And we come up. So we've just waken up the obliques. We are going to twist right. Pull the circle open. Roll down on the right hand side of your spine. Still pulling your circle open. Draw a rainbow up over your head. And then squeeze the circle to lift up on your left hand side. And come to center. We go left. Pull the circle open. Roll down just on the left-hand side of your spine. Go over the head. And when you're on the right-hand side, squeeze the circle to lift. And center twice more. We go right. Pull it open, melting the spine down. Rainbow in the arms, looking up through the circle the whole time. Squeeze to lift. And center, final time, left. Pull it open, just the left-hand side of the spine touching, and then the center, and then on the right, squeeze, and we come up. And center, and we are going to take our magic circle in between our thighs, just above the knees. Don't put it on the knees, and we're going to come on down for our shoulder bridges, please. So I don't want the circle to be pushing my legs to a turnout, so I'd like both sets of toes to be facing forwards, if possible. Heels are kind of quite close to your bottom. You're reaching the tips of your fingers to your heels. I want you, please, to find your comfortable position in your spine. You're not flattening the back or arching it, just in its comfortable shape. Take a deep breath in, and as you exhale, just squeeze your circle, lift the hips up. So we're not articulating, we're lifting, and then release a little bit as you tap your tailbone down. And then squeeze to lift. Just pause, make sure you're looking up to the ceiling. And release a little as you lower. Squeeze and lift. When you lower, just make sure you're not resting the bum on the floor, it just kisses the mat. And we squeeze and lift for 5. Small release as you tap down. And 4. Just check your ribs aren't flaring. And lower, so think ribs in, neck long. 3, are you still using your hands as much as your feet? Tap down. And 2, can your hips go higher? And release. Last one, hold it there. Keep that squeeze and pulse your bottom up and down. So the squeeze is staying the same. Can I just have 5, 4, just lifting and lowering your hips, working your bottom. 3, 2, 1. Hold it high. Squeeze it in and we pulse, 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 pulse. So just going in and out. Keep your neck long. Feel my inner thighs working now. Can I have 4, 3, 2, 1. My legs are shaking. This time melt the spine down. Find your neutral shape. And then when you're ready, squeeze your circle, press the hips up. And again, we're going to pulse the bum up and down. Feeling the bottom work as you press the hips to the ceiling. Again, think your ribs are quiet. I'm still squeezing on my circle. I'm not fighting it, but there's definitely a good inner thigh connection there the whole time. Are your knees facing up rather than out to the side of the rooms? Hold it high on this one. Pulse and squeeze. Pulse, 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 pulse. Let's have 5, 4, ribs in. 3, 2, 1. Release a little. Articulate the spine down. Once I told someone in this circle pinged out and nearly hit the person in front of them. Find your neutral spine. And when you're ready, we come on up again. Hold it there, pulse up and down, keeping that bit of a squeeze. This is your last set. 5, 4, knees still facing up. 3, 2, 1. Hold it there, that high, and squeeze, release. Squeeze that circle. 8, 7, 6, 5. Keep your hips high. 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh, melt the spine down. Remove the circle. Take it to one side. Let's just have our feet flat together with our heels close to our bum. And just let those legs drop out to the side. You can add a bit of pressure if you'd like. So you can just press your hands into the inner thighs if you want to add that stretch. Try not to clench your bum here. I see people clenching quite a lot, so just try and relax into it. And then let the legs come together. Now what we're going to do, we're actually going to take our feet through the circle and we're going to go for bridges with the circle pressing onto the outside of our thighs. So you're going to feel the emphasis of the move changes quite a lot here. Okay, so we are going to articulate the spine as we come up for our bridges this time, rather than just pulsing up and down. It's more spinal mobility. Take a deep breath in at the bottom. And then as you exhale, flatten your back, peel up your bum, low back, mid back, and come up to your bridge. Can your hips go higher and ribs a little lower? Use your arms more. And then melting your sternum down towards your mat. Your spine follows. And then at the bottom, your back just falls into that comfortable position. And then we just come up for 5 more, articulating up. Pressing into your circle. And then melt the spine down Let's use the tips of the fingers. Let's use the entire arm. Release at the bottom. 4 more, please. Press out. Spiraling your hips up to the ceiling. Neck long. Melt down. Release at the bottom. Twice more, please. Just enjoy this beautiful mobility of the spine. Can those hips go a teeny bit higher for me? Lengthen out. Create space between the vertebrae on your way down. Release at the bottom, and we've got one final one, please. Come on up for me. At the top, just tuck your tailbone between your legs a bit more. Think how a naughty dog holds its tail in between its legs, and then melt the spine down. Just draw the knees into your chest for a moment. Leave the circle there, and rock your back from side to side. Now we are going to be going into a rollover move. So actually, I'm going to wiggle on forward, so always just check behind you when you're doing any backwards move. And then I'm going to take the circle onto the outside of my ankles. So not on the ankle bone, just above it. I'm going to press my arms down. I'm going to reach my legs up to the ceiling. Press out on that circle. Press down on your arms. Take a deep breath in. And as you breathe out, go to your rollover, pressing into the circle the whole time. Now just check, you haven't taken your legs so far back the weight goes into your neck. Flex your feet, press out on the circle even more, and melt your spine down. Pelvis down, point your toes. Take it over, please. Using your arms. Your arms are such a big part of a rollover move. Flex your feet, get the back of the legs as straight as possible. Use your arms as you lengthen your spine down. Press out onto your circle even more for me, please. Point or relax the feet a bit more. As you go over, tips of the fingers, remember they're pressing down. Flex the feet, press out even more. Feel like you're pressing the back of the knee up towards the ceiling to lengthen out the back of the legs. It's a lovely stretch after all those squats and lunges. Twice more, please. Press out. Ooh, my legs are wobbling. Flex. Articulate down. Final time, please. Point and reach. Such a lovely spine stretch, this one. Flex your feet, coming down for the last time. And when you are ready, just remove the circle and draw your knees into your chest. And we're going to take a couple of rocks, and I'm going to spin you over onto your side. Now we're going to use this, sorry, let me tie my hair up again. We are going to use this for our side kick lying move. So I'm going to take my bottom leg into the circle. It's a bit fiddly, but once it's there, press down. I'm going to make a little cushion with my arm for my head, so I've got lovely long neck, I'm not gripping anywhere. And then I'm going to take my top leg on top of the circle. Okay, so my bottom leg is pressing down the whole time. And I press down, and then I slowly release. And I press down, you can see me wobble, and I slowly release. Can I have 4? And you don't let the circle ping you up, you control the circle. We go 3, try not to take tension in your shoulders, slow release. 2, and 1. Let the leg hover and then lift the leg up. Lower it down so it kisses the top of the magic circle. And then we lift. And we slowly lower, so take your time. And we lift, try to make sure we're not gripping in the neck or the shoulders, slowly lower. And 3. So hopefully you feel you're lifting a little higher each time as everything loosens off. 2. Feel like you're lengthening that leg as you lower it down. And 1. Hold it there and pulse and pulse. So pressing that bottom leg down into your magic circle. Let's go 4, 3, 2, 1. Bend the knee in, reach the leg through the circle. Bend the knee in, reach the leg in front of the circle. Bend the knee in, reach it through. Try not to look at the circle. Fold the knee in, reach the leg back. Fold the knee in, reach it through. Fold the knee in, reach it above. Fold the knee in, reach it through. Can it come tighter to you? And reach in front, try not to touch the circle. And the knee comes in, and the leg goes through. And the knee comes in, and the leg goes back, and you leave it there. Can you find the floor without your whole pelvis twisting? And we circle over the magic circle. So draw a rainbow. Circle up and over, take it behind. You might not hit the floor, you might hit the floor. It doesn't matter what anyone else is doing, it doesn't matter what I'm doing, just listen to your body and remember we're trying to keep the pelvis controlled. Sweep over and forwards and back and forwards and bend the knee in, reach the top leg through the circle. Now press both legs into it and lift your legs up and lower halfway. And lift the legs up, lower halfway. I'm probably using this hand more than I should do. 4 and 3 and 2. Press both legs out and 1. Ooh, I'm wobbly. And then keep pressing out in the circle. Roll onto your tummy. Cross your forearms. You can look up in front, or you could have your forehead resting on your forearms. I want you to lift both legs up and lower. Press out, lift both legs up, lengthen through the hip and lower. Let's lift for 4. Release down. Keep an eye on the time so we don't run out of time. 3. These classes fly by. And 2. Hold it up for 1. You bend those knees, they're not touching the mat if we can help it, and then you go long with the legs. And we bend the knees, they lift higher. And then reach your legs long. And 4. Reach long. 3, I'm still pressing into my circle. 2, can you soften your shoulders? And 1. And when you're ready, you can roll onto your other side. Now, so I haven't got my back to you. I am going to have to spin myself around onto my mat. So you just get yourself into the position that works for you most. But remembering, the ankle, outside of the ankle is pressing into the magic circle. Create a little cushion for your head. Pick your top leg up and just place it onto the top pad. And when you're ready, press down and release. Press down for 5 and release. This one feels like a pleasure compared to the one on my tummy. 4, 3, I've got a clicky magic circle as well. 2 and 1. When you're ready, lift the top leg up. Keep pressing the bottom leg down. Lower it and find your circle. And 5. It doesn't rest on the circle. Reach the leg longer as you lower. And 4, all about the control, all about lengthening. 3, softly down. 2, last one. Hold it there and give me some pulses. And pulse. 5, small and high, don't drop too much. 3, 2, 1. Bend the knee in, reach it through your circle. Bend the knee in, reach it in front of the circle. Knee to chest, through the circle. Knee to chest, take it behind. Feel how that stretches the hip. I have to work hard to stabilize there. Knee to chest, through the circle. Tuck it in, above the circle. Last set, knee in, through the circle. Knee in and in front. Tuck it and extend it, not hitting the circle. Last time, back now. Reach it behind. Last time we fold in and take the leg inside the circle. Both legs press out into the pads and we lift and we lower and we lift and we lower. I'm really gripping on with my hand. Let's go. 4. It's like a white knuckle ride. And 3. And 2. Keep pressing out on it. Last one. Release down and remove the circle. You're going to lay on your back, please. We are going to be going for our ab series, and actually this is one of the moves where it really, the magic circle really aids it. So I'm taking my magic circle onto the back of my head, bottom of my head. Think about those 2 knobbly bits. So the pad is there. I would like you to lift your legs up, please, knees over hips, and then press into your hands so your head lifts up, so your hands are in that top pad. Single leg stretch, left knee to your chest, right leg long. Breathe in and switch. Breathe out and switch. Can I have your shoulders higher? And I know we can do that today because we're pressing our hands into the circle, which is giving us a bit more lift. Can I have 6? And 5, shoulders are up. 4, elbows are going out a little bit. 3, 2, and 1. Bring the right leg in to join the left leg. Can you get your eyebrows closer to your knees? Breathe in, stretch your legs long. Breathe out, tuck them in. And we go 5. And tuck them in. Squeeze your legs together. 4, your shoulders are higher. And bring those knees in closer. And 3. And 2. Squeeze all of the air from your lungs as your thighs come in. Last time, reach long. Squeeze them in, head up higher, and just release down for a moment. Move the magic circle. Take a quick full body stretch for me, please. Reaching the tips of your fingers to the wall behind you. Reaching your toes to the wall in front. Nice to give the arms a bit of a break. I find the arms work really hard in that move. And then when you're ready, take the magic circle under your head again. Fold the knees in, and then we lift them up to a tabletop position, and we're going to go for crisscross. So first of all, left knee to your chest, right leg long, and twist your ribs to face to the left. Note that both kneecaps face up the whole time. And we twist right, and we twist left, and we go for 8, and 7, 6, can you give me more twist? 5, pressing your hands into that pad. 4, 3, watch your knees aren't drifting. Give me 2, and 1. Come to center, head down for a moment. Leave the pad there if you wish. Looks a bit like I've got a halo now. I'm rotating through my wrists just to give those hands a bit of a break. And then we are going to go for our single leg straight stretch. So I press my hands into my circle again, head, neck and shoulders come up high. Knees to my chest, and I take my legs up to the ceiling. I flex my right foot, I lower the leg, I point the toes and lift. Left leg, flex and lower, shoulders higher for me. Point and lift. Right leg for 6. Point and lift. Goodness, my arms are aching. 5 on the left. Point and lift, shoulders up for me. 4. Nothing's going into your neck tonight. And 3, because the magic circle in your arms are really helping you. And 2. Lift, lift, lift. Last one, please. Lift. Take a quick break. We've got our double leg lower, our double leg straight stretch. Oh, my arms are aching more than anything. I've turned into a right wimp. Okay, when you're ready, let's get that head back up high. Knees to your chest, both legs to the ceiling. Flex your feet and lower your legs. Watch your abs aren't doming. Point and lift your legs. 4, inhale down. Push your hands more into your circle. Point and lift. And 3, lifting strong. 2, squeeze your legs together. Lift and reach. One more time, please. Give me those heels. And then toes to the ceiling. And remove the circle. And give yourself a moment. Okay, I'm actually going to take my left arm over the body and I'm just going to pull it over the body with my right hand just to stretch that arm out. Couple of breaths here. I'm really pulling the arm over. And then I switch arms, just pulling the right arm over the body. And when you're ready, just draw your knees into your chest and rock your back from side to side. And then we rock ourselves up to a seated position. And we're going to go on to our front for a swimming type move, so like a back extension move. Maybe it's a bit more like a swan dive, in fact. Lay on our tummies, please. One pad is down on the mat. Both hands are on top of the other pad. First of all, I just want us to get into our shoulders. So rest your head down if you can, legs long. Let the circle become a full circle, so the arms lift up here. And then press down on the circle and lift up and look in front. As your head lowers, can you allow that circle to go as big as it can? And then press into it, lift the breastbone, gaze up. And release down. Arms lift higher each time as your chest stretches. Press down and lift. Can you lift the upper body a little higher on the next one? So use those hands, pressing into your circle and releasing, pressing into the circle. Now just come halfway down on this one and lift both legs up and swim them. Flutter them, one leg up, other leg down, and breathe through it. Can we just look up to the top of your magic circle, please? And that's going to help you maintain the height of your breastbone. Let's go for 10. And 9, pressing down on it a little bit. Breathing as you go. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lower the legs down. Lower your magic circle and press yourself into rest position. I should just press back for a minute. I am running out of time already, which is quite worrying. Bring your eyebrows into your knees. Tuck your tailbone between your legs. And then we're going to shift the weight forwards. And we're going to take our magic circle into this sternum area. So this is going to really aid our press ups. And this is what I was saying. This magic circle can make moves a whole lot harder, or they can make them easier. So I'm going to go into a press up plank position with the circle in between my boobs. And then I'm going to lower down to my press up, my elbows touch my ribs, and I lift up. Keep that neck longer. How much easier is that? 5, you can come to your knees if you wish. And lift, that makes that lift so much better. 4, lift. 3, so the back line of your body isn't changing shape. The only thing that changed shape is your elbows are bending. We've got 2. And lift. Final one, then we've got to stretch. Lift. Oh, bring your knees down. Remove your magic circle, and we're going to lay on our back now just to stretch out the hamstrings, because we started with quite a lot of squats and lunges and one leg balance, so now we need to give the legs a break. My right knee stays bent, my foot is on the floor. One pad is on the ball of my left foot. And I'm going to pull that leg in towards me, and I'm just releasing it a little bit by pulling it in and out. My elbows are going wide and my leg comes in a bit closer each time. And then I'm going to hold it there, and I'm going to push my heel up to the ceiling. And breathe into the stretch, trying to open the back of your left leg as much as possible. And then just go in and out a little bit again. And then it might come in a bit closer this time, and hold it and flex your foot strongly again, elbows still wide. And then relax the foot a little bit and just go in and out. A few more times. And bring it in to its furthest point or its closest point to you. Flex that foot up. And this time take your right leg long onto your mat. Now I want you to just hold this up with your right hand, take your left arm out to your side, look over that left arm, look over the shoulder and take this left leg over the body and it's up towards you a little bit. So you're probably going to feel that's quite a deep stretch. So you're thinking about pulling the left big toe up towards the right armpit and come to center. We're going to do that one more time. Look over the left shoulder as your left leg goes over the body, but it's an over and up motion. And come to center. And let's just take the right foot into the pad and your left foot down to the floor. And we're just going to go in and out. This is really annoying. I was trying to record this class to put it on YouTube for all of you, but my phone has run out of battery. So I will have to do it another time. Pull the leg in, flex the foot up. Just check your neck's long here. Can you push your heel up to the ceiling a bit more? Relax the foot and just do that in and out movement again. What time is it? Oh, I'm going to run a minute or so late. I apologise. Flex the foot up to the ceiling. Back of the leg straighter. Soften the foot in and out. Pull it in, flex up and take your left leg long. Take your right arm out to the side, look over to your right shoulder and take the right leg over the body. Oh, good grief, I'm tied to this side. And then come to center. And again, take the leg over the body, pull it up towards that left shoulder, look over your right shoulder. And center. And just remove the magic circle. Bend your knees, have your feet on the floor. Give your bum a wiggle if you need to. Make sure you're comfortable and close your eyes for a moment for me. And just bring your focus back to your breath. And to how your body feels right now, right here on this mat. And as we did earlier, I want you to feel the expansion of your rib cage as you breathe in. And as you breathe out, feel how everything releases heavy onto your mat. And again, breathe in fully. Rib cage goes wide. And exhale, everything goes heavy. One more time. Breathe in a bit deeper, a bit slower, a bit fuller. And as you exhale this time, empty the lungs completely. And then when you're ready, just open your eyes and take a full body stretch for me. Reaching long. And we draw our knees into our chest. Bring your head up towards your knees and a couple of rocks. Just loosening everything off. And up to seated. And you are done.